this will be, without a doubt, the most difficult interview conversation with Jim Merkel, my friend Jim Merkel, local journalist.
Friend. He's my friend too.
Yes. I have lunch with Jim.
Well, you know what? Your brother is how this all came about to start things with me, because he tunes our piano.
That's right.
And he sold me one of your books.
That's right.
He's good for something.
Well, he's been to more than 150 countries. At least that's what he says.
I know. He's always traveling.
But, he's a spy.
But
I mean, really. He's going all these places and all these stories. Come on.
He's probably out there, though, really selling a lot of books for you with each piano tuning.
And the reason this will be the most difficult, The Colorful Characters of St. Louis by Jim Merkel, is because there are so many great stories in here. Because St. Louis has so many colorful characters.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I mean, you think about it. The Loop. The Lou Fest.
Yeah, really. You can just keep all of these things. We were just voted the number 8th funnest city in America out of the top 150 cities.
Yay.
Number 8 funnest. And that includes, in the category, it's a separate category of nightlife and parties.
Ooh.
We're number 8.
How about that?
I think we should celebrate.
I'm kind of surprised, actually, because at night, you drive around and you think, the town's rolled up, but you go to other towns, it's worse.
Some of the guys who really partied are in this book right here.
I see.
Many you will recognize and many you won't.
We have Beetle Bob in there.
Beetle Bob and Phyllis Diller is here, and tell us who this is and this is.
That's Josephine Baker.
Oh, yeah, of course. We used to, as a child, she would go to Soulard Market. And who's
just
this?
Like Joe Garagio.
That's Yogi.
Oh, Yogi.
Oh, yeah.
They look so similar.
Is this our friendly Slyman?
Yeah. No, this is Steve Miseraney.
Oh, Miseraney. I always get them mixed up, right? And of course, Phyllis Diller. And here's Steve Smith from the Royale.
Right. He's going to be hosting our big rollout party on October 2nd, Sunday in the afternoon. We're going to have all kinds of colorful characters there.
And that's at the Royale at 3132 South Kings Highway.
How great. And it's so great. I prefer a character, even if they're wacky or undesirable, over just a dull person.
Well, I'm in there. I am so honored. Yes, my publisher, he's known me for 7 years now, and he says, Jim, you got to write an epilogue saying why you're worthy of this honor.
I see.
And so I called it My Wasted Life as a Writer. I mean, think about this. Before, I slept through the night.
Yes.
But then Josh, my publisher, asked me back in 2009 to write a book. And so ever since Josh did that, 3 o'clock comes, I get an inspiration. And I got these deadlines. I mean, floodwaters are coming up the second floor, and everybody else is leaving. I gotta go to a Starbucks with my laptop to finish to get my deadline. My wife can come along with me in the cat, but only if I don't miss my deadline.
Oh, how about your other books? Don't you have 3 other books?
I have
is that
3
right?
other books.
Published books, and say what those are.
Okay.
So
I got Hoosiers and Scrubby Dutch about the South Side.
You've seen that in bookstores.
Yes, at the History Museum, it's everywhere. Yeah.
People from Indiana just come up to me and they look
wait
at
a minute,
me. Yeah. Then I got Beer, Brats, and Baseball.
Yeah.
German Americans in St. Louis, and I'm half German. I'm a quarter Irish and I'm a quarter English, but we don't talk about.
And you
English.
still live down in the Bevo Mill area.
Oh yeah, we do. We still live in the Bevo.
We don't talk about the English.
No,
You're right.
And so then I've got The Making of an Icon, The Dreamers, The Schemers, and The Hard Hats Who Built the Gateway Arch.
How about that?
That's a great book.
Yeah, I didn't make it up. My publisher did.
Now, you can also get his readings on his blog at JimMerkelTheWriter.com.
Yeah, and you can buy books through that, autographed books.
Good.
Now, what does it take to get in here? Did you have to culminate this from thousands of people down to hundreds, or what was the process?
Well, when we decided we were going to do this, we started making up lists, just everything we could think of, and of course, say Steve Miseraney and Yogi was easy, but some of the other guys, we started making lists. We checked the internet, we talked to people, and then we had to come up with a definition of colorful characters, because it's not the famous people.
Right, exactly.
George Bailey, it would not be a colorful character.
Although you have some well-known people in there.
I do.
You've got Johnny Rabbit. You've got Jack Carney, John Carney's father.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Stan Can, who our generation would know. Phyllis Diller, as you mentioned.
But it's the people like, I think it was Einstein who said, don't try to be successful, try to be valued. And you're valued for being a character. So.
I guess.
Yeah. So how did you seek out those people that come to mind? Like Beetle Bob, although he has a presence now. But
a notoriety.
Or Steve Smith, even, as a modern day character.
Well, I knew Steve, and my publisher mentioned him, but like Beetle Bob, like many people knew about it. We got a section in there that not necessarily funny. It's called Rebels with a Cause, like Dick Gregory and Percy Green and Larry Rice, people who were who do
political,
who do things a little bit different, and
getting in people's craw.
Yeah. I mean, you take like Percy Green. You might remember when his group kind of sabotaged the Veiled Prophet by unveiling the prophet.
That's before my time.
That was when we got to know who the hell is Percy Green. Before that, he was working at McDonnell Douglas, or I guess it was. Yeah, it was called McDonnell Douglas.
Yeah, but he was kind of let go, and then there was also the thing where he and a fellow protester climbed up the Gateway Arch, and that is very, very famous. And So
did you just go back? I mean, there was no timeline to this. You could just go back to the beginning of time, to the 1800s, however.
Well, I started early, and then we decided that we wanted to focus on people in the memory of the baby boomers. And so that's
you have Peter E. Parisi is in there,
right?
You remember him and his
of course.
His TV show?
Do you have Rebels Without a Clue?
Yeah.
Is this sectioned off as? I see you have it in
Rebels with a Cause
in different categories, but not by chronological.
We've got politicals.
Yeah.
But Bill Christman is in there.
Yeah, great.
Still alive and breathing, and still practicing his art.
He needs to have more notoriety.
Oh yeah.
To me, he is the City Museum. In many ways.
Oh yeah.
Bob Casserly too is also in here.
Yeah.
So yes, he was. You go to his backyard. All of these statues and stuff like that.
Oh man,
they're funny. But
and he has Joe's Cafe, which I guess you can be a member, or you can come as not a member occasionally.
Which means then anybody can go there.
And that's on Thursday nights, and it's a performance in his little space that he has there, and just his place is. It's crazy.
The book is called The Colorful Characters of St. Louis. My favorite is Bucket Joe.
Okay.
Most people never heard of. He is the most famous homeless person in St. Louis, and he wandered the streets Gravois and Grand in South St. Louis. I'm amazed that you included him, and because again,
everyone's seen him before.
Everyone has seen him, but nobody really knows that much about him, and yet the research is incredible.
I mean, you can look at the back, all the people,
Ron Els helped you. Ron Els, the original Johnny Rabbit, even though you covered the favorite Johnny Rabbit, the one we all grew up with, Pietro Monaco.
Oh yeah,
also in here.
So a lot of time. I spent a lot of time at the Central Library. I love that place. That's also the Post-Dispatch now has a database of every single word it's printed, and all you got to do is type it up, and that's so valuable.
Don't you have to be a member?
Well, you have to pay $7.95 a month, which is like for me, it's valuable.
So now, are you getting any backlash from people who aren't in the book other than me?
Other than you?
Oh yeah, I heard from Reardon down at KMOX. He says, "Am I?"
Oh, Mark Reardon.
Yeah. How come I'm not? Which page am I on?
He's from Jefferson City, isn't he? He's not really from St. Louis.
I said you're on the page that starts on the one that starts on page 281. And of course, it only goes to 280. This book, this is a fat book. This is more than a pound. So it's got
if you price it per pound, you're pretty good.
Do you already have plans for a second version for all these other people?
For Joy,
I'm talking to my publisher. We're expecting big things, and we're expecting a big crowd at the Royale.
It's at the Royale,
3132
South Kings Highway, and it is Sunday, October 2nd, from 2 to 5 p.m. And Jim, thank you so much for coming in, and thanks for the signed copy.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
That's great. I look forward to that. And thank you to Abusi Maselli Insurance, continuously working to provide the individual coverage you require. They also handle commercial life and health insurance. You can contact Tina Maselli at 314-832-6667.